play some Overwatch when I heard that the new CoroCoro scans had dropped, so I headed over to Twitter to check them out, the two newly revealed Pokemon, when I was hit with this image right here. I thought this had to be fake because the Pokemon looked so goofy, but it turns out this is actually real. It was tweeted out by Cerebi, who is a very reliable source for Pokemon Sun and Moon news. So I gave it a few minutes, let the designs sink in. And I gotta say, I actually like these designs a lot more than I thought I initially did. So starting off with the first Pokemon on the left, the bear Pokemon, also known as Kitteruguma. That's the Japanese name. The English name still has not been revealed yet. We'll have to wait and see on that one. He is the normal fighting type Pokemon with the abilities Fluffy and Klutz. I believe Fluffy is a new ability. It could just be my ignorance though. But Klutz, however, is a very bad ability, and I feel terrible for this guy having it. But I can totally see why, as he looks like a fairly klutzy Pokemon. People in the Alola region are scared of the Kitteruguma to the point of having warning signs about it. It is really strong and can break anything in two. It likes to hug its trainers, but it is strong. Raising one puts your life in danger. So pretty much we got a big fluffy teddy bear who doesn't know his own strength. Gotta say, out of the two revealed, this is my least favorite of them, but definitely not my least favorite Pokemon design ever. So this thing, it's good in my book. A lot of people are actually comparing this to Komala, the koala Pokemon that was revealed not too long ago, because you can see him in multiple images breaking some tree limbs and things like that, some logs. And as we know, Komala actually carries logs with him. When it comes to this being a possible evolution of Komala, I highly doubt that. However, I can see it being some relationship, sort of like a Plusle and Minun kind of thing, or a rival sort of situation like Seviper and Zangoose. But that's all the information we have on Kitterugama. Not very much, but let's move on here to the other newly revealed Pokemon, Mimikkyu, who I actually really like the design of. A lot of people are hating on this because he kind of looks like he was drawn by a little kid. But once you get into the backstory of Mimikkyu, you get to learn it a little bit more. Again, that is the Japanese name. We're still going to wait on the English names. Hopefully it's easier to pronounce because I know I butchered that one for sure. He is a ghost/fairy type Pokemon with, and also known as the Disguise Pokemon, which is its ability. It's kind of weird. Disguise ability, and it has the definition of being the Disguise Pokemon. Reading this thing's description, it seems like Mimikkyu hates sunlight, preferring dark places. It is rumored that the cloth covering its body is a strategy to avoid the sun. Don't try to remove the cloth. It is said that those that do become afflicted with an illness. Mimikkyu's costume is based on Pikachu's merchandise that was popular 20 years ago. It wants to be loved by people like Pikachu is. Well, that's kind of adorable, but kind of sad at the same time. When I look at this Pokemon, all I can think is this cross between a Ditto and a Bayonet. If you think about it, Bayonet was this doll that was abandoned by a child, and it looks very similar to me. It kind of looks like a cross between a Ditto and that. And in my opinion, the Disguise ability almost sounds like it's kind of the same or similar to Transform in a way, or something along those lines. I don't think it's going to be the exact same ability. It may work differently, where maybe this Pokemon copies the first Pokemon in your party. However, that's more like Zoroark. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but maybe this Pokemon the Disguise is just a Pikachu, and it gains an electric typing when the ability goes off. We'll have to wait and see. It's a big mystery as of right now. However, I can see it working sort of like Transform and like Ditto. I do like this design, like I said, because it has so many different things. If we look here, this is it, like what I'm calling the flat version, where it hasn't disguised itself yet, like the ability says. So it's just like a stick and a piece of cloth. But you can see Pikachu on the side here, so I'm starting to think that maybe it can only look like Pikachu. So we'll have to wait and see. It might be one of those things where maybe you need a Pikachu in your party or something like that. It'd be very interesting to see. As far as evolutions and things go, I don't know if this thing will get an evolution. It almost looks like it could just be a single, just this stage Pokemon, but we'll have to wait and see. I really like it though. I really like this design. I'm really surprised about that. And this final image here, we can actually see it almost going for an attack. You can see the eye slots glowing, like you can see its eyes through the cloth, and the rest of it's just disguise with it actually attacking from underneath. So it's like lifting up its costume, and you can see almost like its arm or something reaching out to attack, which is really, really cool. I really like this design. I cannot wait to see where they go with it. It does remind me of this Pokemon list, and I wish I had an image of this list, but I don't, where they were talking about potential Pokemon in the new games, and they were saying that it was a leaked list of all the Pokemon in Gen 7, and there was a sheet Pokemon that evolved into a bed Pokemon, and this looks so much like it to me that it's weird. It's like almost like that fake list was getting it very right, because they also had a koala Pokemon and like a woodpecker Pokemon and like all these things that are very similar to the Pokemon that are getting revealed. So it's very cool to see that that list was so accurate for being supposedly fake. But yeah, guys, that's it for this CoroCoro update. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please go ahead, shield bash the like button down below. I appreciate the support. And subscribe to stay up to date on all the Pokemon Sun and Moon news. But that's going to be it for this one. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Till then, stay frosty. Peace out.